So you're looking for more information about Epic Trading Forex education? Well, in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what they actually offer. I'm going to be giving you a tour around the back office. And if you stick with me all the way through the rest of this video, I'm going to be sharing with you some results. All right. So you definitely want to stick with me all the way through this video so you don't miss anything. Now, my name is Rakeem Madison, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Also, tick that bell icon if you want to learn how to build a long, sustainable business that will give you the freedom you deserve. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and minimize my camera and we're going to jump right into today's content. All right. So as you can see here, what I've done is I've actually listed out what Epic Trading actually gives you, right? So I'm going to go through these and then we're going to kind of take that tour through the back office and then we'll get into the results here in a bit. All right, so the first thing you see right here is live sessions. So notice it has beginner, intermediate, and advanced, all right? So there's beginner sessions, right? Because there's people who are just getting started with Forex. And then there's people who've been doing it for some time. They're not like advanced, but they kind of know what they're doing already so they can get on and learn. And then of course you have the advanced sessions, right? With like the 7- and 8-figure earners, right? Where they hop on and then that, once you actually get, the opportunity to get on the live sessions, then you can ask questions in the chat and so on and so on. So then the next thing is the daily signal. So notice it has beginner, intermediate, and advanced on it as well. So some of the trades that they push out, when they push it out, they let you know, okay, you should, based on, the size of your account, right? That's where the advanced, intermediate, and beginner comes in. Of course, your skill level as well, but they actually specify that in the signals, right? So this is kind of, that lets you know more about, the importance of risk management, all right? So that's the daily signals. Those are pushed out. It gives you the potential to actually earn while you actually learn, right? And just want to throw the disclaimer in there, right? You got to understand these signals aren't going to win every single time, right? There's no guarantee that that's going to happen. So just wanted to get that out of the way. All right, so that's the signals. The third thing is the university. That's where a lot of your learning material is going to be. This is where you can go in, watch the training, and then implement. Because I believe the best way for you to learn is to, if you do spend like an hour on it, right, then you want to spend 2 hours implementing it, right? So this way you get better at it. All right, so that is the Epic University where a majority of your learning material will be. And then the 2-week syllabus, this is still going to be valuable even come October 1st because that's getting you started. It's putting you in front of the right resources. And then it also gives you some guidance as well on different pairs and so on and so on, all right? And then the fundamental analysis and the market forecast. So with the market forecast, every Sunday we do a weekly forecast. So basically what will happen is, the top traders, they'll get on and they'll look for different trade ideas. They'll look for, some setups that they can, that we can, prepare for in the coming week, which is important. And then the fundamental analysis, right? Do you know how to mark up your charts, right? Do you know how to set your trend line? Do you know what to look for with the candlestick setups, right? And that's where the candlestick Bible actually comes in, which I'll show you here in a moment. All right, and then the 20 pips and dip trade strategy and also the 20 pips and dip indicator. All right, and I'm gonna show you the indicator real quick. So here we go. So if I go over here to trading view, you can see that I have an indicator in here right now. So you can see if I scale back, this is actually the 20 pips and dip indicator. So if you see here, right, I get the buying sign, right? And then you can see there's the sell. And then you can see there's a low low. There's a low low right there. So what this does is it shows you where these where you can actually see like the parameters. So you'll see LL, which is for low low, right? You'll see a buying opportunity. And you can see as it said buying, you can see the market is going up at that point. All right, so then we get to where it says to sell. We can see the market is going down, and then there's a buying opportunity right there. And then boom, it went up again as it said buy, and then you can see the sell, and then it says buy again. So you can see it's guiding you to get better at it, because once you start to see these and you see it through the indicator, you'll get better at seeing these without the indicator. Right, so you gotta you got to use this as not just seeing this as an indicator and this is just what I'm going to use. You got to see it as, okay, this is me seeing, you know, the different opportunities and different setups that this is showing me. All right, so that's the indicator, right? But of course you'll get how to actually use the indicator inside, right? Because she actually did a training, Coach Max. All right, so let's actually go back over here. All right, so Epic Trading Study Hall in the Intro to Forex. So we have, you know, with the live sessions, right, that usually has a lot more people, but with the trading, the study hall and the intro to Forex, right, those are two different things, right, but those are more compact, so it's not as many people. And I feel, you know, one of the best ways for people to learn, sometimes, not everybody, but some people, they require, you know, a smaller learning area so they can actually get their questions in, right? So that, to me, is valuable, especially for somebody who's just getting started. And for the people who've been doing it for some time, they can even pick up on certain things as well. All right, so stick around for the bonus. This is going to be for the people who are trading, right, but they also want to be able to build and get, you know, be able to earn residual income, right? I got a bonus for you, so we'll come back to that in a minute, but I do want to go into the back office to kind of show you, right? So let me go ahead and refresh real quick. All right, so let me go ahead and log in. All right, so here we go. So as you can see here, we got 4 personal and 301 total customers. That people, those are people who are actually trying to learn the skill set of trading. All right. All right, so now over here on your left panel, you got the dashboard, which is obviously this page right here, right? Got a lot of stuff going on here. And over here, the next thing would be the Epic University. As of right now, when I click this, it's going to show you what I like to call the absolute gold bundle, which this is the 2-week syllabus that I was talking about, the trading in the zone, and also the candlestick Bible. So that's there as of right now. Come October 1st, those won't be there anymore. They may be a little pushed under, but you will see the actual university. And then this is the Telegram chat. So this is how you get access to the Telegram chats. The groups that we have, so that's where the signals will be pushed out, and etc. And then the trading view, this is where I was able to get access to the 20 pips and dip indicator. So once I put my information in here, I'm not going to click on that, right, because I don't want the information to be exposed. But once I put my stuff in, that's how I was actually able to get access to this indicator, because it's not on there. This is like an invite only type indicator. All right. All right, so let's go back into the back office. So as you can see here, these are the live trading sessions. So depending on which pairs you're trading, these are going to matter. So like, for example, so 2 a.m. session, you got the 7 a.m. session, and then you have the 9 p.m. session, which is the New York session. All right. All right, so those, like I said, those will depend on which pairs you're actually trading, but you can still hop on those to actually get the education that you're looking for. All right, so those are the trading sessions, and then now we have the calendar, right? So, you know, if you're in the chats and maybe you're missing, you know, maybe you missed some of the information, right? You didn't catch it. You could always go in here and look at the calendar and see, you know, when the sessions are going to be, so you can actually be on there so you can continuously learn the skill of trading. All right, and then the downloadable documents, right? This is just some additional information that you'll have, so like legal and any guidelines. And then down here, this is where your business would be. Now, this is going to be for the builders. Now, if you're watching this and you consider yourself a builder, you don't only want to trade, but you also want to benefit and have the you know, ability to earn residual income. Then what I want to do is we actually are giving away the $697 YouTube course, right, for anybody who locks in their position, right? So once you get started and you start to learn the skill of trading and you feel like, hey, I want to go out there and, you know, share this to people because you feel like the information that you're getting is valuable, then we're going to give away our $697 YouTube course. That's what we're doing for our team. So you can actually start applying the strategies that we're doing to grow on YouTube as fast as we're growing right now, right? So if you found me through YouTube, that gives you an, you know, a good idea that who you're going to be learning from is definitely somebody who knows, you know, about this platform. All right. So that's the bonus I have for the builders. This is everything that you get. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my live trading account, right? So you can see I use IG as my broker. So what I want to do is I want to kind of skip down because the last video I did, right, and you can find that up in the card up above, I went all the way until September 23rd, right? So the last trade I had for that video, I was in profit 92 cents. So if I go down, right, then you'll see the next trade I made right after I made that video, I was in profit $1.70. All right, so I earned another $1.70. And then my next trade, which was the 24th, well, that wasn't the actual trade. That was actually the broker fee coming out. And then the trade that I did on the 24th, the actual trade, you can see I lost $2.98, which is not bad, right? Because I had a 0.01 lot size. And, you know, when it comes to trading, you really have to, you know, lock in on, you know, what lot sizes are you actually going to be using, right? Because risk management is so important when it comes to trading. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, so let's go to the next trade. So the next trade was on the 25th, which was the next day for me. So the next trade, you can see I got 56 cents, right? So I was in profit again. The next, which was the same day, the broker fee came out again, right? And then on the 27th, I put a sell limit in for that, but it was taking a while to get into the market, and that was actually a signal. So what I did, initially I went sell limit, but then I went back and I did it manually, right? Because they stated that it had activated, but through certain brokers, sometimes the spreads are a little bit slower. So what'll happen is it won't go in when someone else that's using a different broker goes in, right? So I went ahead and I did it manually. So that's where that sell limit, that won't even matter. All right, so let's push down. All right, so the next trade I did, I ended up barely breaking even, right? Because I was in drawdown for quite some time, right? And then when I woke up, I was like, you know, I see it above it, so that's why you can see it's 1 cent right there. And then if I go to my next trade, you can see I lost $1.77, right? You don't win them all. Keep that in mind. You don't win them all. And then the next trade, I ended up losing $1.45, right? But it could have been more if I had a higher risk. You see what I mean? So that's why risk management is important when you're trading. All right, so let's go to the next trade. So the next trade I did on the 28th was a buy, and that was AUDCHF, and you can see right there, 54 cents, right? So I profited 54 cents, and then there's the broker fee right there, 3 cents. And then my last trade, which was today, because the day that I'm recording this is the 29th, you can see I did a buy for GU, and then you can see right here I profited 38 cents. So that was actually in drawdown last night, right? When I actually put the trade in, that was actually in drawdown for quite some time. So I woke up this morning and I saw I was in profit. So I was like, you know what? It's either that's going to go back down or you know, or it's going to take its way up. So I was just like, you know what? Profit is profit, right? At the end of the day. So I ended up taking the profit for that, and I just closed out the trade, right? Roll with my profits. So I feel like, you know, if you are in profit, if you got more than you actually put into your account, I feel like you're good to go, right? That's just me personally, right? So let me know down below in the comments if you agree with that, all right? So that is my results. So what I want to do real quickly is I want to go over to the results for the company, because you probably saw 20,000 pips. So what I want to do is I want to go down to the weekly pip count. So this pip count was from the 19th of September to the 25th of September, right? So disregard like the fire and the white check mark and all that stuff, because that was just emojis, was right where I got the information from. So you can see Bitcoin, you can see Bitcoin buy, there was negative 50 pips there. You can see Euro USD, that was 120 pips, 4,500 pips. You can see negative 370. 400 here for GER 30, and then for US 30, negative 500 there, and then you can see 1,200 plus there. So these were all called out on live trading sessions. So these are all the trades that were made. And then if we push all the way down, you can see trading team total pip count 20,968 pips, right? And then we give you based on the lot size that you actually use, that's what you could have potentially profited, right? Just use as an example. But if you were to actually take those, that's the potential you could have earned. So There we go right there. Different lot sizes, 10 cent lot size, $2,000, 50 cents, $10,000, and so on and so on. So if you got to pause the video right here so you could take a look at that. But literally 20,000 pips. And once again, the dates were September 19th through the 25th of September. All right, so those are the results I've showed you. I've pretty much given you an overview of Epic and everything that you get. And I've also shared the company results plus my own personal results, right? So if you're interested in getting started with Epic Trading, you're trying to learn a skill set, definitely go ahead and use that first link down below in the description to get started. And like I said, for the builders, we're giving away the $697 YouTube course to show you everything that we're doing right now to continuously grow as fast as we are growing, all right? So with that being said, hopefully you got some value from this video. And if you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also, drop me a comment down below letting me know if this was helpful or valuable. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.